Hey guys, it's your girl Yasmin. You are tuning into the Small Business Spotlight. In the studio today, I'm very excited. I'm really excited about this conversation because she is rooted in women's wellness and healing and creating a safe space for women. So let's jump right in. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much, Yasmin. Thank you for having me.
Let's start at the beginning. What is Pink Butterfly Bush?
Okay, well, my name is Cassaundra Beard. I go by Cassie, though. I'm the owner of Pink Butterfly Bush, Yoni Spa, and we are currently evolving to Wealthy Yoni Spa. But I'm a self-care coach, peri-steam facilitator, also known as a Yoni steam facilitator, and we can get into that a little bit more, and also a retreat curator. So through my work, I do help high-achieving women build sustainable self-care practices that support them in both their success and their well-being. So try to, intertwine the two through my services and the retreats.
Oh, okay. So you wear a lot of hats.
Yes.
You're a busy woman.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now, Cassaundra, Pink Butterfly Bush, explain that to me. What inspired you to create this business?
Well, this definitely started from a personal pain point. All my life, I've been told through my mother, aunts, you're gonna have some painful periods. They're gonna be heavy. You're gonna deal with some possible cervical issues. I've had my aunts and grandmothers had cervical cancer, ovarian cancer in the past. So they set me up to be prepared to deal with those issues early.
Okay.
Started my cycle early, things like that. So it's always been in the forefront of my face, especially being with a family majority women.
Right.
It's just kind of the topic that comes up sometimes. And my mother actually had a hysterectomy at a younger age. And so I did encounter these issues in high school. As early as high school, had cervical, had cancer cells on my cervix, and so had to go through procedures, LEAP procedures, things like that in high school.
That's a lot. You're a teenager.
It was a lot, and it was actually tough to deal with. Then, thinking back on it, I kind of just said I'm gonna do a little bit more in school, just kind of keep it on my mind, but really just dealing with those type of issues at that age was tough. And got older, continued to deal with it, manage it, but one day I came across this thing called Yoni steaming, vaginal steaming, V-steaming. It's called a number of things.
Right.
And decided, I'm going to try this with a group of friends. I made it fun type of thing. Took some girls with me for my birthday, and just from that one, there was some changes,
Something shifted in the universe.
Yes. And the Yoniverse, something shifted. Yes. And I was like, wow. And actually, my cousin went with me to experience this, and she felt the same way. She was like, wow, this is something that more women need to know about. And it's not something that I think right now Western culture has made it like a cutesy thing where you just go with your girls and get it done, and it's like, just this thing to do. But it really has grounding effects. Like, this is what we did before we had a gynecologist to go to.
Right. I mean, think back to like our ancestors.
Yes.
So they've been doing this for centuries.
Yes, absolutely. So it's kind of like, this is actually something that works. Doctors are more starting to incorporate it into their practice. Labor prep, something you can do before labor to help soften that cervix. So it's like, wow, this has so many benefits that are like, all you're using is water, herbs, and heat.
Right.
So it's amazing. And through that, I was like, more people need to know about it. My cousin felt the same way.
Right. It's natural.
Yeah.
Everything is not, it's not like you're putting anything in the water where it's going to damage, our
bodies or anything like that.
Right. Our yoni. Now, yoni, I'm assuming stands for vagina?
Yes.
Okay.
Yoni. Yes. It's a Sanskrit word, and it has multiple meanings. It can mean portal, entry, sacred, hallway. There's so many different
Sacred
things. It's like, yes.
I mean, it is a portal.
Yes.
It is a portal
when you
to
think
life,
of it, to life,
know?
exactly.
We have a portal. That's wow.
Absolutely.
I just feel so much more in my
Yes,
feminine
yes.
right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing this. So you would say that's something that personal to happen to in your life, that, and then when you were introduced to it, you realized that I can benefit from this and help me in my own horrible menstrual cramps.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Did it help with your menstrual cramps?
Yes, it helped tremendously. There were points where I was like, because before this, I didn't even really track my period.
Right.
Because I would know, my body would be like, ouch, you're about to get your period, type of thing.
Right.
I wouldn't even have to track it. But I had to start tracking it. Because I was like, oh wait, I didn't feel anything, and I'm on my cycle today.
Right.
And so when that started happening, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then the cycle went from like 7 days down to 3 to 4 days, and it wasn't painful, and it was like, wow, my life is different now, because now I don't have to be at home in bed, and I can actually
with a heating pack and just feel miserable.
Yeah,
like
right.
You don't want to do anything today.
Yeah.
So, would you say now the steaming, do you think would this help someone with endometriosis?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now you do have to alter your steam based on really the woman, right? From herbs, there's different type of herbs for different purposes, from the heat level to whether you should even involve active heat source. Sometimes you just kind of boil the water, take it off of the heat, and just steam without any heat source. So different people will require different types of steams. And so, yes, it's all about kind of learning your body, what your symptoms are, what you're trying to target as well, in order to be able to select the type of herbs you need.
Now, can any woman do this, even like if they don't have menstrual, like really bad cramps, and they just want to improve the cooch?
Yes. Yes, you can, because there's so many other things, from like if you're on birth control, sometimes that can cause BV or yeast infections. You can be dealing with all type of things, dryness, laxity, vaginal laxity. So there's so many different things that it can help with. You don't have to even have a cycle to steam. No.
Okay, that's very comforting. I just might have to try some.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, steaming is amazing.
She's a flower. We need to water the flower, right?
Absolutely. Just like you steam your face, why not?
Steam your cooch.
Steam the cooch.
Steam to your cooch, ladies.
Yes. I love it.
So you started this during a really uncertain time. What was that season like for you mentally and emotionally?
So I started the business, wow, you are very correct. February 2020 was when it was established. But March 2020 was when COVID hit. And so I had to actually decide if I was going to continue on with the business at all. And somehow, one way or another, I continued on, pushed forward, prayed about it, and actually was growing a business in the midst of COVID. Everyone's staying at home, but people are actually coming to a brick and mortar location to get a Yoni steam. And so it was really, really definitely trying, because here I am trying to be like, hey, come to my business. Hey, y'all, you want a Yoni steam? Right. And at the same time, there's so much death going on. I'm just gonna say it, right? There was just so much horrible things going on, and it was very I questioned whether or not I was doing the right thing a lot of times. But somehow nothing slowed down. I was able to get the resources I needed because I built my own seats and everything. I was able to really put the measures in place to keep people safe. Had to put barriers in between each steam stall. So I did what I had to do, but it was definitely like, are you crazy? Like in the back of my head, it's like, girl, you're crazy. But then as the clients were showing up, I was like, well, maybe you're not that crazy.
Maybe not that crazy. Women responded.
Yes, because at the same time, we're sitting at home, but it's good to kind of just go somewhere and be in a room by yourself and get a service, right? And then when you find out, oh, it actually helps me too, you know, and it feels good. So, you know, just a womb sauna, you know, and it's very nice. So
walk me through what a steaming stall looks like. What can a woman expect when she walks into a steaming stall?
So you will find a seat with a hole in it predominantly. And that seat can look a number of different ways. It can be a beautiful, luxurious throne that's, you know, fancy with the whole, yes, exactly. Yes. Or you can have, you know, a simple wooden stool that really just has the hole in the middle where you can sit the pot underneath. So it ranges from luxurious to standard and at home sets. I sell at home sets where you can steam at home in the comfort of your house. And it's just like this little wooden seat that you put the 4 legs on and you steam. And so it doesn't necessarily require a whole bunch of setup, but you'll definitely feel relaxed and it'll be usually it should be nicely decorated and feminine and soft in the room. You know, you have some incense,
So
music.
kick my boyfriend out pretty much.
Yeah.
Kick him out of the room.
Yes, you gotta get rid of them.
You
gotta have a moment,
babe. You have to go.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what kind of herbs do you use?
Oh yeah, so many herbs, from yarrow leaf, rose petals, peppermint, lavender.
That must feel nice.
Yes.
The peppermint.
Yes. Very astringent and tightening too.
Yes.
What else do we use? Rosemary.
Do you use lavender?
Yes.
Lavender, okay.
Lavender, jasmine flower. So the different herbs, they do serve different purposes. Everything from being astringent to like tightening, to softening the skin, healing the skin, to odor, bacteria, reducing bacteria, adding moisture, hydrating herbs. Nettles is one of the very hydrating herbs. So I'm realizing like, wow, I have all these things in my head, like, wow, yes, but it's amazing too, because even if I ever decide to not provide this as a service in the future, I can provide this as a service to myself.
Absolutely.
And I know how to kind of assist my womb and whatever's already going on with it.
During the time that you say, obviously COVID, you know, that was a hard time for you to kind of get the business going. When things felt heavy or overwhelming for you, what helped you keep going?
My faith has gotten stronger and stronger every year in business. I will say that. It's gotten stronger and stronger. It was strong then. That's what kept me going, but definitely stronger now. And my support system definitely has shown themselves through the times that I've had to overcome in my business. I started with a brick and mortar, and 2 years in, I closed the brick and mortar. And transition to a mobile service.
Okay.
To also be able to touch my clients in a more holistic way, providing retreats and whatnot too. And so through that time, you're able to really see who really is riding for you. You know what I mean?
Who's in your corner and who's not.
Yeah. And that's okay. Whoever's not is okay, but it's good to know. As long as I know.
Right. If I know, I don't want you around me. I don't need your support.
Right.
You ain't supporting.
Yeah, but my support system, and you really do start to like lean on yourself a little bit too. I would have done therapy, you know, all of that. Reading, educating myself, and you kind of start to develop a thicker skin, and so where you're like, okay, I don't necessarily always need to go to somebody to deal with something. You can kind of start to form a little bit of a self-reliance and between you and your creator to be able to kind of navigate some situations. So I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely. Now, building a wellness business, obviously, can come with some skepticism.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Did you face any resistance or doubt from others?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Physicians. Yes.
Do you think it's because they just want to immediately go towards the drugs? No, because it's medicine is what, because I feel like now there's so much opening up in the holistic way, herbs, using natural remedies and staying away from the drugs, the medicine that they try to, shove down our throats. So.
That could be argued. I don't want to,
Right.
say it is, but that definitely has been that's my first thought. But I love to see physicians who intertwine Yoni. They embrace it. They say, let me actually learn about this and see what it is. And if it actually works and can support my clients, then I will offer it. And so that, when I started seeing that happen, I was like, okay, so you guys got to kind of, the times are shifting, you know what I mean? We're being more open to the possibilities of alternative options. But physicians in the beginning was one of the,
They pushed back.
A little pushback. Yeah. From, posting something and then you get a comment on there, a big old paragraph about why this doesn't work, you shouldn't steam your yonis and da-da-da-da. And it's kind of like, well, you really can't discount my experience.
Right.
You can say XYZ, but you can't discount the actual experience that I've had with it. So, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
It speaks for itself. And women are responding.
Absolutely.
Now, how big has the growth that you've seen with women, like, oh my God, I want to do this? Like,
I see a big push every time I see it on Real Housewives or something, Every time I see it on the mainstream TV or something like that, I see a big push for it. But I'm glad that we're talking about it. You know what I mean? Regardless of how we're getting it, we're talking about it and we're doing it as women. I would say it's not something that you necessarily have to do all the time. I have gotten to a point where I kind of steam as needed, you know what I mean? And that's really what it becomes. It's a self-maintenance thing. Yeah.
You gotta maintain it.
Yes. So I know a lot of women know about it. A little bit less have actually done it. And you've got to actually do it and do it the right way too, to experience the benefits of it. So I know I see a lot of women kind of doing the toilet seat method.
Like the actual toilet seat?
Yes, ma'am. So there's this plastic shallow pot. It's more of a sits bath. Okay.
Like what you would prefer a toddler to kind of potty train?
Yes, something like that. And they're putting it in the toilet. They're boiling water, putting that on the toilet seat and putting the water and the herbs in it and sitting on it, know. The idea of it is amazing, but that's not really sanitary. It's not the best way to do it. And I do believe that that's too close to your vagina too. It really should be like 12 inches from there. So there's a number of things that go into doing it right. Okay. That you so you can experience the true full benefits of it.
Oh, okay. So like it's not just sitting down, like you have to kind of like hover over?
No, yeah, you do sit down, but what you're sitting on has to be the proper mechanism.
Okay, so there has to be a space between where you sit and the pod. So it's not okay. And typically how long does a steaming take?
Depending on the person, anywhere from 15-20 minutes to 30, 35, sometimes 40 minutes. 40 is the max, I would say. But yeah, about that time for one session.
So like now how has the feedback been from women that you've offered this service? Like what have they said about it to you?
I've had a few women who started coming to me trying to have babies. Through multiple sessions, they got pregnant. It kind of cleans out the womb so that you can have fresh implantation, to conceive. I've had women talk about the increase in pleasure that they've had. You really have a boost in confidence too, because if you might have been dealing with possible odor or infection and you're no longer dealing with that, the confidence comes back. Really just feeling fresh in the area, and kind of lighter. You do feel lighter in a way because it is a detoxing thing too. So you're able to kind of sweat some stuff out, and lose some water weight too. So it's amazing. There's a lot of benefits that women have expressed.
Well, I want a service. I do. I want a Yoni service.
Yes.
You know?
I love it.
Now, looking back now, what are you most proud of your journey from when you started Pink Butterfly?
How I've evolved.
Okay.
How the business has evolved. And me as a person too, but I'll focus on the business. You do have people that watch you that you don't even know they're watching you, right? And it's I've seen that. I feel like women do see me as a comforting space. I don't know. I just love being able to be a resting place for some people to be able to come to. The different ways that I serve women has definitely evolved in a way that I did not foresee through the retreats that I do now. And even did Giving Grace Retreat was a free retreat for the women who were affected by the government shutdowns or that lost their jobs, things like that. And I was like, wow, just to see that that's something that we're doing now through the community, it's like, I'm surprised to see that this business that started in a 10 by 10 room.
Now.
Now we're going to Arizona this summer for our next retreat. So it's amazing. Yeah, it's like, whoa, and I do look up sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But I'm like, I just keep going, because God hasn't failed you yet, and you're serving the women, and just to see women how they express how they've been affected, it
does something.
It gets me. Yeah, it gets me. I think that's why, because I do have a 9 to 5 too, right? So I have the job and things like that, and I have interest in so many things, obviously, but this right here is in my heart.
Would you say eventually at one point you would like to leave the 9 to 5 and focus on this fully?
I can see that. Yes.
Is that a goal?
It is not a goal at this point.
Okay.
Because I like my 9 to 5. I like my 9 to 5. I like the flexibility I have. I love the people I work with. They know about, my other endeavors, and they support me in that. So, if I always say, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Unless I'm making millions over here, then I'm gonna, be where I feel
God's calling you.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Now, Cassaundra, thank you so much for being here on my show. I loved our conversation. This was really enlightening for me because I didn't even think about this. So I will definitely be trying a Yoni steaming with you.
You have to.
Just want to see the benefits, obviously. Now,
I got you.
It's just nice that I can, just freely say vagina.
I know.
Because we're talking about vaginas.
I was wondering about that. I was like, can I say vagina on YouTube?
Or we'll just call her Yoni.
Yoni.
I like that. That's cute.
It is.
That's cute. Have you steamed your Yoni today?
Yes. Or I do like to call it a pink sometimes. Or
a pink.
Yeah. Or if you have a bush.
I mean, it makes sense. So now you are mobile. Fully mobile.
Yes.
Do you have the service inside your mobile? So what is it exactly when you say
go on location. So I've been to salons, Airbnbs, your home. If there's anywhere you really are gathering, or if you want to in the comfort of your home, I bring a whole set there and facilitate the Yoni steam wherever you'd like. At this point, that's where I am.
Nice. Now, you said you are doing a retreat this summer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. It is the Yoniscape Retreat, the 4th annual Yoniscape Retreat. So that's like the evolution, right? It's like, wow, the 4th one. And we're in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. It's a 4-day retreat. We've got 4 spots left, and it's called The Receiving.
Receiving, okay.
Yes, so you're there to fully receive, relax, not do a thing unless you want to, including hot air ballooning, horseback riding,
Oh.
massages, sound bath, private chefs, a little razzle dazzle,
Well,
you know.
a little
So,
razzle dazzle.
yes, and a very nice property. So yes, that's kind of one of the things that I love to do. Really giving the space for women to just be held and really receive, be poured into without worrying about a thing. So,
Love it.
yes.
Love this. I love this conversation.
Yes, I know, right? Butterflies, right? I know.
I just love it.
It's all goody.
I really love just seeing women in business and really doing what they love and making it, their passion, like turning their passion into reality. And just especially for doing what you're doing for women, you're creating this safe space for women where they can come in to get this service and feel good about themselves, and it's helping them internally too. Because it's
Absolutely.
It's like you said, it's a portal. It's a sacred, you know what I mean? So
sacred ground. So you have to nourish it, fertilize it, and we definitely have to take care of it because everything starts from the womb.
Right. All inside. Well, Cassaundra, again, thank you so much for being here. Now, before we go,
yes,
I want you to tell our audience where can people find you, like your social medias and all that stuff.
Okay. Website, www.pinkbutterflybush.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Pink Butterfly Bush, both. And we're everywhere, really. Yelp, Google, TikTok. Pink Butterfly Bush is what you will see. But again, we are evolving into the Wealthy Yoni Spa, WELLTYTHY. So we'll be transitioning. So follow now so that you don't have to look for us later. But yes. Where else can you find me? I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, and to everyone listening, thank you so much for tuning in to the Small Business Spotlight. Until next time, keep supporting small businesses and women-owned small businesses.
I am blessed to be sitting right here right now, to come across this opportunity with SB Media Studios. Yasmin is amazing. She's made me feel so comfortable. I just love the fact that they are even offering this opportunity to small business owners who need a little boost in their shine, some spotlight on their amazing businesses. So thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for welcoming me into this beautiful studio. The lighting is the bomb. Everything is on point, y'all. This is definitely top tier. So definitely get yourself here if you have a small business. Get some shine on your business. Thank you.